Hey friends, right now there is a limited time event where you go to Eris and Drifter and you do very easy quests to collect what are called Bento Tokens. You can turn them in for what I recommend Spoils of Conquest to go for adept weapons from raids if you want multi-perks, or you can buy one of these weapons. If you do not own an Igneous Hammer, pick up this Igneous Hammer, non-negotiable, all input devices, both platforms. We start to talk about the subject of today's video, Horror's Least, if specifically you're on controller, and if you really like Bacchus or Radiant, specifically Prism Hunter. And the reason Prism Hunter is because you proc Facet of Solitude, which can give you a Tangle, but more importantly, it procs Sever, which procs Invis and Wall Hacks, just for getting your time to kill. That is why you use this frame. But it might not necessarily be the best build with this. On this build over here, it has Dragon Shadow and Coyote with Radiant Dodge and Clone. And it works really, really good with like Darkest Before, Heal Clip, Kill Clip, where it's kind of like a pseudo Wormhusk dodge. And then we have the Oversoul from Crota's Raid, which has High Ground and Sword Logic and Adrenaline Junkie, as well as Swashbuckler. To also do the two-burst shenanigan builds, maybe you can use Athritz's Embrace or something like that, same Radiant build. Then we have Grid Skipper with Desperate Measures. I do recommend this on Titan or combination blow with Radiant or something like that. That's how you enable the two taps. And then we have Claws of the Wolf. I recommend this with a Gear Falcon setup. I normally recommend Iron Banner weapons because of Skulking Wolf. But in this case, it doesn't really matter since I'm recommending you use them on Hunter. You're getting Invis anyway, so Skulking Wolf it's just extra. It's not worth putting up with arguably a bad gun. So many things has to go right with this weapon for it to feel usable. So that's just the rapid fire. So why would you use a rapid fire frame when you could just use BXR Battler or a lightweight frame, just get a kill and just get a two burst? It's also going to be pretty easy. The answer is because on controller, in my opinion, these rapid fire frames practically aim themselves. Out of all the pulse rifle frames, these have limited range, but it feels like they auto aim way harder than the other pulses. So if you're not very adept at controller, I just recommend it. It's hella consistent. The thing is, though, even with this, like, free aim, Igneous Hammer still flinches it to the moon, which I'm very disappointed that this didn't feature Zen Moment. Igneous flinches it, so you just lose sometimes. That being said, Perpetual Motion is maybe the third best option. There's also, like, Heating Up and Steady Hands, which do have some value on it. But Perpetual Motion isn't that bad when paired with Kill Clip, because it does boost the reload speed, and that does matter with my kill chain sometimes. As well as that Vanguard's Vindication, I feel like there's been a couple moments where I survived Slivered because I got that extra 7 HP. So, once again to repeat, console controller, absolutely pick this up and just put it in your vault, especially if you main Valkyris, which kills up to, I think, like 3 resilience with the kill clip dodge, and if you also play Prism Hunter. Now, the reason that you would use the rest of these pulse rifles, to recap from my other video, Elsie's rifle is now nerfed, and you feel that nerf. You will be like, how did I not two-burst him? I hit all yellow numbers. So I would recommend using these high impact frames with like an invisibility build or some very fast movement build to get in its optimal range, delete somebody, and then get a kill perk like Desperado to make up for its range drop off, or Kill Clip to make up for its range drop off. Not to mention the exotic ones, Red Death, No Time, they're still fantastic. Drum's Claw is the ultimate one to use if you have a damage booster. Radiant, because it does have Skulking Wolf, super easy to use, but you will notice, even at a distance, you will sometimes get gunned by Elsie's rifle, and even crazier, the aggressive burst. Belisarius is probably my favorite of that slot. I'm trying to get one of these with Kill Clip and just see how it feels, but since complaining about the Hand Cannon 120 flinch, maybe Zen Moment is the best thing I can have on there. Then, of course, we have Aisha's. I think between this and Belisarius, these are the two most forgiving frames in terms of a mix of time to kill, range, and ease of use. So one of these two frames is getting like the best all around, but I think I like where pulse rifles are right now. Every single one of them has a niche to fill, and I very clearly know when I prefer one over the other on a certain map or on a certain build. So finally, to repeat it for the third time in the ad revenue, if you're a controller player on console that mains Bacchus and Prism Hunter, pick this up, let it gather dust in your vault. Maybe one day they have something that power creeps it, but it's the only one that can do what it does. Enjoy the gameplay. See you in the next. Okay, this is the side of the map we want to keep. That's not what I wanted to do. I did not want to, Oh, let me take kill clip off that. Thank you, teammate. Sorry, teammate, I was slow. Dead slide? I have bad movement on my part. Let's get this reload in. I don't have to find anything until I have a team. Just wait. No, that was such a good, like, he hit all crits there. Even though I was sliding undercover. It's all good, though. I think I do want to play power ammo with my teammate. Might be too late. Did I win that? Oh, no, I didn't. Normally, if somebody puts an AoE grenade, they want to like keep you at arm's length, which means it's very, very safe for me to want to blink forward like that. I assume that they're gonna have a long range weapon out when they AoE the floor like that. And you don't want to always make that decision. You want to mix it up. Oh, that was so good. I'm gaming right now. Okay, the next power ammo should basically be where I'm at right now. So we want to keep this, even though it sounds counterproductive to the way that the zone's going to spawn, we can get 6 power ammos and then just retake. It truly doesn't matter what I'm doing right now. As long as we get this power ammo, I will move to the meadow. So let me just make sure that my teammates can take that before I start playing for map. It's less that I want it and just I want my opponents not to have it. So now I want them to spawn where we just spawned. See, now we have map control. He doesn't matter if he, like, knows I was shoddy. I can't fake him out is what I'm trying to say. Let's get bodies on the zone in a sec. He's gonna see my tracers behind me. Gotta be real careful. They'll fly at me with the shoddy if I'm not quick. At 0 seconds, I want to Bakras onto it. I risked it for the biscuit, even though I was slowed. I thought for sure I could dome 2 people back to back with that kill clip. Go into A with this grapple. It's not blink to ruin this invis. If I had a Bakris right there, there was a chance I take that even further by Bakrising into one of those holes. So shotgun. Let's think about how much he has. Blink over to help my team. I know he's to the right. I saw an opportunity. I'm taking it. You'll get the audio and visual cue when there's a spec blade near you. I just wasn't fast enough. I guess I could have aimed it directly at him. I wasn't playing for a trade there, though. I was playing to win. Alright, so we want the opposite side. I'm off my grapple cooldown, so we're going to have to grind for this. It's not going to be an easy take. He says that he snakes it anyway. Alright, then I can play elbow now. My tornado is doing work. I'll blink towards it if anybody wants to contest it. I'm gonna get frozen, but it's totally fine. We just want points on the board. Alright, so the scoreline is gonna be pretty close by the time this goes away. So we really do have to focus on map control. We're probably not getting another rotation of this. If we do, it's just because I literally Bakris on it as fast as possible. We'll see if they let me get away with it, though. Yeah, that's a no. So let's already be on B. Huge. Let's just keep them off points rather than like try to cap it. I just want to neutralize it and move on. They're gonna get power ammo. Unfortunately, I wasn't ahead on that this time. Got a little caught up. Let's just see what they pull. It's gonna be a machine gun no matter what. Parasite, that's fine. Let's get back to A flag ASAP. We're just playing the clock now. The zones don't matter as much. Want to prevent them from triple capping for a certain amount of time. I tried to be a little fancy there with the movement to keep the, like, Tony Stark making a new element controller movement kind of too slow to deal with me. And maybe set my teammate up for an opportunity to rip half their health so I could just shotgun from an eternity away. That was a solid match, though. Every time I have a match like that, I look down at the stream deck and make sure that I'm not recording with the lens cap on, because I promise you I've hit really good gameplays where it's just black screen the whole time. Lens cap on. Bottom of the scoreboard.